place, this Ufungamano, where you are right now, are actually sacred political grounds. And the two leaders I'm about to bring to you have been part of that journey. I was a young man here, about 21, when I was a student at this university, when I saw Kina Martha Karua and Raila Odinga Kina Orengo with some of our leaders, patriots who have left us, Kina Jaramogi, Kina Muliro, Kina Shikuku, they have all gone now, Kina Matiba, Rubia. They used to come here. And they had very deep partnership with the civil society, with the private sector, with the religious sector. We used to meet here. This is where, as a country, we found our true north politically. When we wanted to find our bearings, our compass was right here. This is where we came to chart the course and the way forward. And therefore, I want to thank the organizers of this particular meeting and to thank civil society, because this war cannot be won without you. Indeed, coming to Fungamano is like going to the well of Rehoboth. This was where the genesis of no reforms, no elections started, right here. And there were many people you might not remember, many of you are young. Apart from the politicians, from the religious leaders, there are great leaders like Alexander Mugai. They are all gone now. Bishop Henry Okulu, Ndingi Mwana Nzeki. Those were leaders, Kina Reverend Mutava Musimi. They used to come here to partner with these politicians. And from civil society, we had many people. We had Kina Maina Kiae of Kenya Human Rights Commission. They used to meet here. From FIDA, we had Kina Nancy Baraza. They used to come here and team up. And we used to work together with parliamentarians, those who are inside parliament and those who are outside parliament. Chinua Achebe said, it takes a village to raise a child. And indeed, it took the entire nation, all sectors of our nation coming to Fungamano, planning together, going to Chester House, going to Kamkunji, as we will be going on Sunday, to change this country. Therefore, I know Super Church will be coming to read the resolutions. I want to agree with all the speakers who have spoken here. What Robert de Gaulle said, the French general, that sometimes war is too serious to be left to the generals. The matter and the challenges facing our country, Kenya, today are too serious to be left to Parliament. It will take all of us, as Chinua Achebe said, it will take all of us, our parliamentarians, civil society, the religious leaders, the private sector, our youth and our women coming together for us to overcome the challenges facing us. Are you ready? Are you ready? That is why we're here today. The second thing I wanted to say is that when William Ruto, the leader of Kenya Kwanza, asked Raila Odinga, the leader of Azimio, to call off the Maandamano, he did so with great humility, with great respect. He did not call Raila huyo mzee wa vitendawili. He called Raila my brother. He didn't call Raila huyo muganga. He said, my friend Raila. Today we are here to demand of William Ruto to tell his subordinates, beginning with Rigathi Gachagua, to address Raila and Azimio leadership with the same respect. The English say demeanor speaks louder than words. The demeanor of William Ruto when he asked for calling off for this Maandamano is different from the demeanor we saw the other day after his parliamentary group meeting. When we met as leaders of Azimio, we stood together with Raila Odinga and Martha Karua and Kalonzo, and we unveiled our team. But the manner in which the Kenya Kwanza team was unveiled, ilikuwa njia ya madharau, and we were told by Gachagua, let Raila and Kinakarua waende wa deal na Kimani Ichung'wah. Today we want to say this to William Ruto. Yes, you have your team, we have our team, but your demeanor shows lack of good faith. You have shown us a contempt card, as Jubilee is saying, and my brother Kioni has said this, by including members of Azimio who have crossed the political aisle, and which is one of the issues that we are going to deal with. Therefore, we are saying today we agree, and I believe this is going to be one of our resolutions, that as the talks go on, Raila Odinga will not go to talk to Kimani Ichung'wah and his team. Raila Odinga and Azimio team from Sunday in Kamukunji will go back to the people of Kenya to deal with William Samoei Ruto. So we'll go on, and I want to thank you for urging us to go on with the engagement of the people of Kenya as we did the consultations. And it behoves us now at this stage of the talks to go back to the people of Kenya to brief them where we have come from, where we are, and where we want to go. So we agree with you, and we'll walk this journey together. Lastly, we want to say those who are saying they cannot bring the issue of the server on the table. What we have been shown in Ufungamano today convinces me more than ever that indeed Raila Odinga won this election, but he was denied victory. And if Gachagua, I heard Wetangula, I heard Mudavadi and Ruto himself saying that the only way he can sit with Raila Odinga is if he recognizes the legitimacy of his presidency and his government. Today from Ufungamano, we want to say this, that legitimacy is not Raila's to give Ruto. That legitimacy can only be given the day the server is opened. I believe that's going to be one of our resolutions. And if he wants the recognition and legitimacy from the rest of Kenya, because so far he's a minority leader. Leaders have said he was elected by only a third of the electorate of Kenya. The silent majority is not with him. His legitimacy is in question until the day those servers are opened. So starting December Mengi, I want to agree with Churchill as he comes. The issue of Article 35 of our Constitution remains alive, and Kenyans have the right to ask for that information. Smartmatics refused to open the servers. They wrote a letter, we still have it,